Hello, everybody, and welcome to the week 2 overview. I'm not going to hesitate here. I will start sharing things. So this is week 2, January 24th to January 30th. And there's a lot of work to do this week. I don't want to freak you out, but there's lots of things to do. If you scroll down here, you see this long to-do list. So you're watching this overview video. Then you need to look at the additional resources that are in the resources for week 2 folder. I'll click on that. In here, you're just going to find some additional stuff related to helping you with the annotated bibliography assignment. That's part of the assignment. It's a two-part assignment. You have a thesis statement and an annotated bibliography that's due Sunday. So there are two files here. There's the annotated bibliography graphic organizer and the source evaluation rubric, which I do address in the annotated bibliography assignment video. I did a separate video so I could explain that for you, and hopefully it makes sense to you. There's also this very short video on how to use Citation Machine to help generate citations. Hopefully you're familiar with using this. If not, then you can do this little review. There's a link for Citation Machine that will help you with MLA citations. So those are the resources for the week. Excuse me. Then come down here, you're going to review the material for the thesis statements folder. It's important that you look over all the information, all the learning materials before you dive into actually doing the assignment, because there are helpful materials for you that will help you make sense of the assignment so that you know completely what you're doing. So I recorded a video on thesis statements. I think it's about 6 or 7 minutes long, not very long, just explaining that portion of the assignment. And then there are some handouts. There's this effective thesis statements handout, excuse me, from Lumen Learning. I go over that in this video, and there is also an extra handout, a PDF handout that I created for the class that explains some more. So hopefully you'll find those materials helpful. And then the next thing you need to do is to create your argumentative thesis statement that responds to a statement made by the speaker in the video. So hopefully you've been thinking about topics to write about that are related to the video that we watched in week 1, that you have some ideas, something that you might want to argue. Remember that for an argumentative essay, your thesis statement needs to have a topic, but it also needs to have a stance, the position that you're going to take in the argument that you're going to build. Plowing on ahead, we have English 102 Library Skill Builder tutorials. I used to do a video that walked students through doing library research using the Cincinnati State Library Database, Academic Search Complete. Hopefully you are already familiar. If you took English 101 at Cincinnati State within the past, I don't know, 3 years or so, you should have done a research unit where you get to use the database, you get some familiarity with it. However, there are these 3 tutorials. They're about 10 minutes long each, and it's a self-guided thing. You go through it, you watch a couple of little videos, you answer some questions, and then you're done. And at the end, you get a certificate of completion. So if you take a screenshot of that, you know, or you can send me a PDF, stick them all in one email, send them to me. You will get 1 extra credit point per module that you complete. But I do need to see the proof. That's an extra, you can get up to extra 3 points. So that can be very helpful at the end of the semester if you're trying to, if you're sitting right over the edge of 2 grade brackets. So those are developing a search strategy that will help you get your search started. help you decide on a topic, help to narrow or broaden the topic. Then finding articles. You will need to find 3 articles for the annotated bibliography assignment. And then evaluating sources, making sure that your sources are acceptable, relevant, so on and so forth. And then there's a link here to the library research guide, and that will also tell you how to access the academic search complete. You need your last name and your Cincinnati State student number. It's a 7-digit number. That's your ID number, and it should be on your ID card. Then you will come down and review the material in this annotated bibliography folder. Again, there's another video, probably about 10 minutes long, I think, maybe 15. I try not to make it too long, but I do need to present a lot of information to you so you don't feel like you're completely all on your own or, completely lost. So there is this video lecture that I really want you to watch. Then we have some handouts, annotated bibliographies. This one is from the University of North Carolina. And again, I address these handouts in this video. The Purdue OWL handout is a little bit easier to understand. So if you don't want to do tons of reading, you can always read this one. You don't have to read them both, but hey, if you like to read and you want to read them, go for it. This one here with the bibliography samples is also a very good one. And that just shows you sample annotation. You don't have to have it as long as this one. I'm looking for at least, your citation and at least a paragraph, probably about 8 to 10 sentences. And again, I explain that all in the video. And then there is a Word doc of the sample annotation that I put together in the video, and I show you how to format it and all that kind of stuff. So that's there if you want to take a look at it. So that's the information in the annotated bibliography folder. And then, of course, at the bottom of the page, we have the Essay 1 Assignment 2, which is the actual assignment. Once again, if you click on the link here, that takes you to the assignment submission page. For this assignment, I want you to attach a file and make sure that your file is either in doc, docx, or PDF format. If you send me Apple Pages or you send me a link to your Google Docs, it's not going to open for me and I won't be able to make any kind of comments or provide any feedback. If I can't read it, I will ask you to resubmit it in those acceptable file formats. And that's something that I stated in my syllabus. So hopefully, hopefully you have become familiar with all that information. So you have 2 parts to this assignment. It's the thesis statement and the annotated bibliography with 3 sources. In future assignments, you'll be having to use 5 sources, but for this assignment, since it's the first time, I'm only asking you to do 3 sources by the due date. Try your best to get it done by Sunday, January 30th. However, I know this takes a little extra time, especially when you're getting used to doing research. So if you need extra time, you can take until that Thursday, no questions asked. Just send me an email so I know that I'm going to be on the lookout for it, okay? If I don't get it by Thursday, then I'm going to start pestering you. So please be timely. Otherwise you get behind and then it's just a real nightmare. You don't want to get behind in this class. So your thesis should be 1 to 2 sentences. It's a working thesis that does not need to be perfect. It may change as you start writing your paper, but it can be 1 to 2 sentences, and that's going to follow your MLA heading. So in MLA, we have that format. You have your heading with your name, my name, the course number, and the date. and then you're going to have your thesis statement, and then under that you're going to begin your annotated bibliography. So attach the file. You can browse your computer, or if you have a cloud service, you can browse the cloud. You click on submit, and you should get a confirmation that it has submitted. There'll be usually like a purple bar up here saying, yes, your document has been submitted, you were successful, whatever. And that is that. So if you have any questions, you need any kind of clarification, please email me. I'm hoping that my videos were thorough, but I'm doing 3 classes this semester, so I've got a lot going on, and they're 2 different courses, so I'm not teaching all the same thing. So yeah, that is week 2 in a nutshell. So yeah, email me if you need any questions answered, and I will try my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Start your work early in the week. If you wait until the end of the week, you are going to be swamped on the weekend, and that's not good, because then you get behind and you get frustrated, and it just kind of snowballs from there. So start early in the week, at least with the learning materials, and then maybe for the actual assignment you can wait until you have a little bit more time on the weekend if you don't work on the weekends. However you need to manage your time. Don't wait till the last minute. Okay, everybody, have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.